Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm not even sure how to start this video, but after 4 short months of uploading content, this is the last video this channel will ever see. As a final celebration of how far we have come and the amazing community we have created together, let's play 3 final games, for old time's sake. I really hope I got at least a few of you guys with that. We will be playing 3 games of regular chess, and I decided since this was going to be a pointless hoax video, I might as well do something I've never done before on this channel, which is play normal chess with no funny business. We will be playing 3-0 time control, and this is just me playing like I normally would on this account. I'm rated about 2100, and let's play 3 games, see how we do. Let's get started with game number 1. All right, we get the black pieces for our first game. E4, we're going to go ahead and play a Caro-Kann. We'll go ahead and take, and oh, knight to G3. I actually haven't seen that variation in a long while. We'll play bishop to G4, pinning the knight, and then E6, the idea of normal development, and then just castling. Nice, this works. Go ahead and castle out of the way. Bishop G5, opponent changes their mind on where to place the bishop and then puts it right back. Okay, I guess that's fine. Let's go ahead and play queen to C7, connect the rooks. Knight to E4 targets the bishop. If I take first and my opponent takes back, I get a free pawn. If I take and my opponent takes, I take, bishop takes back, knight to D5. It's 2 knights against a bishop. And just to keep things interesting, let's go ahead and give that a try. Oh, okay. Opponent hangs a pawn, sure. I'm more than happy to accept it. Let's trade knights in the middle and then probably just offer this bishop trade, but which is not available if the opponent takes with the pawn because it unleashes the queen on the knight. But our opponent does take with the bishop. Let's try to get this bishop trade, activate the queen, bring the knight out, maybe to G4, maybe to D5. Okay, queen to G4. Seems to me that I can just take and then play F5. And that is one of my favorite tactics, although a lot of you guys have mentioned, and I think it's actually true. I mean, I've seen it so many times that I might have a blind spot for forks. Okay, let's go ahead and take on E4. We do drop the pawn, we'll shuffle the king out of the way. Okay, and then drop E4 as well. We'll play knight to F6, hit the queen. Nice, queen to G6. I probably want to trade queens here sooner rather than later, so let's play queen to E5 with the idea of check, trading off the queens. Okay, rook to F3, let's go ahead and play check. Go ahead and pre-move the recapture since it's basically forced. And opponent might double the rooks now, which I'm more than happy to enter that endgame. I'll just shuffle my king over and welcome this rook trade. Okay, we'll go ahead and take and offer another rook trade, sure. Now either my opponent forfeits the open file or accepts the trade. My opponent decides to accept the trade, and this should be a pretty straightforward conversion. Let's play G5 check, push this king back. Nice, now we're going to fight for D4. If opponent plays C3, we play C5. Nice, that's exactly what we get. Opponent trying to move our king out of the way, but we're not going to allow that. H5, trade off here, create a passed pawn. Nice, we can centralize the knight as well, threatening D3. I am more than happy to trade that G5 pawn for destabilizing my opponent's entire queenside. Nice, we go ahead and take on D3, we're threatening B2, threatening E4. This should fall like a house of cards now. Let's go ahead and take on B2 first. And I have some calculation to do here. If I take, my opponent moves over, I play here. Opponent plays there, I take, opponent takes. And do I actually get away with the pawns that I need? Okay, what if I take, opponent moves here? I play there, opponent moves there, and then I play B6 to force my opponent to walk all the way down and then take from the back. Let's go ahead and do that. Sure. B6, force the opponent to come all the way down if they wish to take. Okay, that's still free. A3 falls next, and there's no way to stop this pawn from promoting. Nice. I was kind of nervous that we were going to fall under 2100. Let's make sure that's not stalemate. Nice. Move the knight back, should be fine as well. Check. King is cut off. Let's go ahead and oppose the enemy's king. Forced mate on B5. And with that, we win game number 1. And we do stay over 2100, which I had a pretty scary grind. I tilted not that long ago, and I fell to like 2050, 2060, something like that. It was a pretty heavy fall. And naturally, what happens when you drop rating? You play more games and then you lose more rating, but I did make the climb back up just for this video. Let's go ahead and move on to game number 2. All right, we get the white pieces, very nice. That means we can play a London. It would have been quite sad if for the April Fool's video we couldn't play the London system. Okay, we get a Perk Modern, sure, let's play bishop to E2. Normally when you see this setup, there's scary ideas of like E5, E4, and it forks your whole position, so let's keep the bishop on E2. Nice, we both castle, and this will turn almost like a queen's gambit. We'll play C4, knight to C3, try to grab some queenside space. Sure. C5, Normally, I like to close up the center, and really, I don't see any reason not to. So let's go ahead and close up the center. There's sometimes interesting ideas of like e5 taking and then d6 is a weakness. Let's play a4, control b5. We've now basically frozen the center and the queen side. Okay, if I play this, it weakens this diagonal a little bit too much. So I'll play rook to c1 first, and then I'll play b3. Rook to a7. Is this theory? The infamous Eric Hansen question, is that theory? I have no idea. Let's play pawn to b3, immortalize this pawn structure on the queen side and creeping into the center as well. Move the bishop out of the way, leave the knight on the way side. If my opponent takes, I just take back. Oh, interesting. Okay, bishop to h4, g5. Oh, my opponent drops the knight back first. I was going to say if g5, knight back, and then we hit the knight. Okay, let's play queen to d2. g5 anyways. Let's go ahead and drop the bishop back. And the knight all the way back. I've never seen this played this way. Let's play bishop to d3 with the idea of bishop back, keeping it on this pretty cool diagonal. Okay, bishop all the way back. If f4, we just win a pawn, and I am more than happy to win free pawns. Queen to e8, interesting. If e4, f4, and then this bishop is basically stuck here for good. Okay. Let's play h4 and see if we can break down this pawn structure a little bit. Okay, g4, I drop the knight back. Maybe there's ideas of f3 hitting this pawn. Queen to f7, that seems to be fine. If our opponent takes and we just double the rooks. Down to a minute 17. My big mouth is not doing me any favors. So I'll try to focus up here a little bit. e5, naturally en passant to win this. Okay, well we will, oh, interesting. If I take, that's not great. So I'll take with a bishop instead. Right, let's play e4, grab more space in the center. I say that like it's a question, but okay, we get put in check. Let's just shuffle out of the way, should be fine. Ooh, oh, that disconnects my queen from defending it. Oh, okay, that's quite bad actually. Not to mention g3 actually traps my knight, but it seems my opponent has not noticed that. Let's go ahead and take on f5, take on g4, and then there's this threat. Oh, check. Okay, I have to move back. 50 seconds left. I really should be doing a better job of calculating. Okay, bishop back obviously threatens mate. Let's play g4, protect f5, protect h2. Knight comes out to play. f4 is a fork. Knight to h3, I just win the bishop. This doesn't work because I just take. Okay, that seems fine. 36 seconds left. Okay, bishop takes. Let's, oh, interesting. Good way to get out of it. Let's take with the rook. Knight to e4 is just free. Question mark? Hello? Free pieces. I say question mark and I've already blundered several pieces, but okay, I'm fine with a rook trade since wait, am I up material? No, I'm actually down material. Okay, let's see if there's any way we can get a scary attack going here because that's really my only shot is to confuse my opponent with a very scary attack. Okay, we'll go ahead and pre-move the take back. Maybe there's rook to d8, check. Of course, the knight moves out of the way, check. Maybe get it on the long diagonal. Check again, hits the rook. Check, moves the queen to safety. Rook blocks. What do I play? Check, I guess? 17 seconds. Check. There's this really bad knight check that I'm not excited to see. Oh, I can't even take. This, I guess? I don't know. Feels like I don't have enough pieces. I really should have just pushed g7 there. 13 seconds to take this home. Check, I move out of the way. Check, I take with the knight. Push. What do I do? Promote, I guess? I don't know. Pre-move check. Sure, we can trade. Check. Oh, that's not check. Oh, even worse. Okay, all right. All right. Not enough time to play that the way we really should have. I'll be more careful with that on the next game. We actually lose game number 2. Let's go to move on to game number 3. All right, we get the white pieces again. This is my chance to avenge my London system. I will do a better job of playing quickly here, especially for moves that just don't require any calculation like the opening. You'll notice in the last game I took a lot of time on those opening moves when it just didn't require it. Okay, f5. Opponent decides to play this extremely aggressively. Let's return the favor. Let's take here first and then return the favor. Sure. Okay, we take back with... Oh, what do I take back with? Let's take back with the bishop. And my opponent's bishop will be a little bit awkwardly placed here. Okay, let's trade and then castle queenside. Ooh, wait. Let's do it anyways. Let's castle queenside and I'll try to take advantage of this awkwardly placed bishop for my kingside attack. Okay, we'll defend this pawn. If b5, maybe we just hit the queen. Sure, queen moves back. Let's play h4, looking for h5. b4, probably just c4 because I'm totally fine with opening up the c file It's a little bit harder to penetrate through there and actually cause me a problem. And then we leave this pawn on b4. Alternatively, b4, just h5. Okay, h6 is a great sign. We'll push h5 anyways. And now g4 follows with the idea of g5. And then anything we can do to break open the king side, we will. a5, let's push g5, go for the pawn sack. Cool, let's threaten this pawn. Hopefully we can get the opponent to come nice and start playing defensively just like that. Nice. What do we do now? h6. Okay, g6, this has to be better for me, I think. Let's double the rooks. Because my opponent has to create a very convincing attack with a queen and a rook. Because basically there are two pieces out of commission, and this defense, I'm not sure how long it'll actually last. Okay, my opponent doubles the rooks as well, probably with the idea that if I take, my opponent recaptures on f2. Let's see if that works. Takes, and immediately I don't know what my response to that would be. Okay, let's play knight to d2. I'm not sure where I want to bring this knight. Okay, c4. Maybe we recapture with the knight. Maybe the knight does some crazy business all the way to g3, although that seems a little bit aimless. Okay, let's take on d5. My opponent takes here to keep the pawns undoubled. Okay, no, my opponent takes back normally. Down to a minute 23. Let's just go for something different. Let's move our own rook to the open file. Both of these pawn pushes lead to a closed queen side, so that's fine. Really not sure where this knight is supposed to end up. Opponent is playing defensively though. Let's play rook to c1, or c3 rather. Okay, knight here, reroute the knight to g3. Okay, opponent's going for the free pawn. Let's target the rook. Rook to f3. I guess let's defend the pawn. I'm really not particularly enamored with my position. I'm not sure what my purpose is. Maybe knight to h1, although that looks absolutely disgusting. Let's give it a try. Knight to h1, defends the pawn, and then now we can activate the queen. Sure. Okay, that's quite annoying, but is it actually effective? I'm not sure what it does. Maybe boot the queen, trade the knight for the bishop. Okay. I mean, there have to be some scary ideas here, so let's give this a try. Queen to e2, queen here. Right, let's play check. And mate. Okay, sweet. With that, we win game number 3. I do apologize that I was commenting a lot less, but I was not going to allow what happened in game number 2 repeat itself. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope not too many of you guys were scared off by the April Fool's joke, and I hope you guys enjoyed just seeing a little bit of normal chess. Let me know down below what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next one.